Oh, Subaru Maini, Suwaka Katagai. Anata wa kore o shiteru. Hey, welcome, y'all. Welcome. This is Words with Ali. I'm your host, Ali Seavright. And this week's episode, I'm going to say some words on learning, but more specifically, languages.
G G O O O G G L E E Gulu Gulu.
Now, language is the most beautiful and complex thing to ever exist, in my opinion. And there's so much nuance to it. And there's literally an infinite way to communicate, if you think about it. There's thousands of languages with different dialects and regional dialects, and not to mention the unspoken languages of body language, and the fact that we can communicate a thought just by looking at someone, just giving them a certain look. That's something that I find amazing. And I like to look at language as it's a bridge. It's a bridge that could, connect different cultures and different people from different walks of life and bring us together almost. Low key, I kind of wish I grew up in a different place of the world so I could have a different first language other than English. I love English. I love it. But how dope it'd be for my first language to be Japanese? Yo, watashi ga dore hodo kuru ka mite kudasai. Could you imagine the amount of whatlessness I'd be up to in Japanese? Japanese, do you know what you can do with Japanese? Bruh, I'd be in Japan. I'd just be running shit. I just know for a fact if I knew Japanese as a first language, I'd be running shit in Japan. I'd be doing some shit in Japan. Motherfuckers be saying "Oh, Whitaker-san, yeah, Whitaker-san." They call me Forrest Whitaker because I look like Forrest Whitaker, so I squint my eye a little bit. I don't know, I could kind of look like him, but yeah, Japanese is one of those languages that I'm learning right now, sorta. I'm learning. Honestly, I'm not learning the right way. You're supposed to start with the alphabet and then study kanji. It's over 2,000 characters you're supposed to study and how to write it, and I'm kind of holding back on learning that right now. I'm just learning phrases to say. So Japanese, I'm learning French. I tried German, Hungarian. For a minute, I was learning that. Mandarin right now. So Japanese, Mandarin, and French are the ones kind of studying more often. Mostly French though. I just don't want to get disrespected when I travel to Montreal. Yo, the people there you speak English in some of them places. They give you a look. It's yeah, it's one of them. It's what the fuck's that supposed to mean? It's oh, I'm not racist. I just don't like people that speak English. You're speaking English right now. It's what? Quoi? Eh? Je ne comprends pas, monsieur. I know you understand me. Hmm? Eh? Okay, it's like that, huh? All right. Okay. I will not frequent your establishment then, sir. You have a good day. You have a good day. And and low key, I want to learn Mandarin because I want to get them good deals. I want to go to them big flea markets. I want to go to those Chinese markets and get some good deals. Because I've been watching this dude on YouTube. I think you can search him up. Xiaoma NYC. It's XIAOMANYC. And this dude, he studied for over a decade, and he knows different dialects of Chinese as well. I think he knows Fujianese and Cantonese as well. And this man's just going all over the place in New York City. Just talking up all these people, and the way they brighten up when he starts speaking to them. Cause I understand you come to America, and nobody speaks your language, and like you kind of have to build your community around the people that understand that, and like you kind of close yourself off a little bit. And like this dude, this white dude, he's just like going out there and he's like speaking Mandarin to these people, and like the way it kind of bridged that gap between, oh, we're here and you're over there, like I don't know, I find it amazing to watch, and like it's addicting. Cause like the dude, like he's having these fun conversations, and he's getting some good ass deals on shit. People will give you free food. Learn their language. Learn their language and get. That's the main reason why I want to learn all these different languages. I'm trying to get that good food. That's 90% of the reason. As well as low key, I kind of want someone to be talking like bear shit about me in a different language, and then like I just want to just subtly respond to them saying like, "Hey yo, I understood everything you just said, and now you're done." And then I'll just like quietly walk away from them as they wonder, is like, "Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen to me in the next 24 hours?" It's like he understood every single word. Why did he just stand there? Oh, what's he gonna do to me? And then I'll just like somehow get their number, call them. It's like, yeah, I'm at your house right now. You have a nice dog. Or should I say had. And then I'll hang up. I won't do anything. I just want to, just threaten. I literally just want to threaten somebody and get really good food and good cheap deals on stuff. These are terrible reasons to learn a language, but I'm just being honest about it. Because like low key, that would be pretty cool though. That would be pretty cool. And like even low key within my family, like I want to say this, patois is another language. It is another bomba clat language. There's a different rhythm to it. Some words don't make sense. Um, like cantankerous is said so differently, and then controversy. Those two words. Yeah, the boy is so cantankerous. Yeah, I'm spread around the controversies around the place, man. I know. It's like, what? It's English, but it's like, it's English with extra spice. And like those long distance calls to relatives, and like as a kid, I'm just listening to them speak, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. Not one word. I'm just nodding my head like they can hear me nodding my head. It's like, yeah, yes, 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 I understand all of that. Oh, yes, that happened. Yes, what? Oh, the donkey dead. I understood that part. The donkey dead. Okay, I understood that part. Um, but even even going to Jamaica and like trying to communicate, they didn't understand me at first. And I was speaking exactly like this, and that was such a thing. Like I can understand patois, like I can understand it. I hear it, I have the ear for it, but like I don't have the tongue for it. I can't speak it. I can't speak it that well. I could barely get by. Everyone will know, it's like, hey man, this man not talk like that, man. Where this boy come from, man? He come from far? He? Hey, you don't need dust up and anything, man. You don't bust up your head, He? Why you talk like that, man? Speak normal, man. He? There's a lot of he? Squeaky door in Jamaica. Yeah. But yeah. the ability to share language with people and have a conversation with them, even if it's not about anything meaningful, just having the ability to communicate with them in a way that they can fully and completely understand you is fucking amazing. And like low-key, I'm on a mission to become a polyglot. I want to learn at least 5 different languages before I pass on to the other side. And right now I barely know English. I'm counting patois as a language, motherfuckers. I still gotta learn that. But hopefully Japanese, Mandarin, French. Maybe Arabic. Since I have like an Arabic name, I might as well, get on that one. Hindi, is very popular. And like low key, I just want to watch like those like Indian superhero movies. It's like Indian fucking movies are fucking hilarious. They take like I saw this little video for like they did Batman and like it was it was fucking I can't even keep my shit together talking about it, but it was fucking hilarious. And don't even get me started on like their action movies, man. Like holy shit, the amount of ridiculous shit. It's like the most low budget effects, but like the most ridiculous shit you can think of, and like they just do it every 10 minutes. I fucking love it. I love it. But also low key, I just want to watch anime without subtitles. That's what it comes down to. I want to watch Japanese anime without subtitles. I want to be that raw dude. No more subs, no more dubs, just raw. Anime raw. Rough. And low key, I kind of always looked at different languages as like being like an exclusive club. And like no matter what you wore or what you did, you couldn't get into the club until you knew the password, which is the language itself. And like even looking back, like when I used to hang out with my buddy, his uncle, he knew English, but he couldn't speak it that well. So every time I was over at his house, like he'd be speaking to his uncle straight Japanese, and his uncle would just like be on like, oh yeah, 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 and like having him translate what I was saying to him, and then him saying it to his uncle, and then translating that in his head, and he's going, oh yeah, yeah, and he literally just like I was like, oh yeah, thank you for dinner and everything and having me over, and then my buddy would translate it for him, and then seeing his face, he's like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. And like it was always nice. I kind of wish I could have said it to him directly in the words I wanted to say, because I knew my man. I knew that motherfucker be changing some words sometimes. Because I remember I said, "You have a very nice hat. You look very dapper." Today, and I don't think he understood the word dapper when I told him, and I think he said something else to him, because his uncle made like this weird face. He's like, "What? Did this motherfucker just call me a bitch?" Like he made that kind of face. It's like I called him a bitch in his own house. It's like, nah, man. I'm saying you look dapper. That's a nice hat. You look sharp. And like he's like, oh, he's calling me a bitch again, huh? All right, what's up? What's up, motherfucker? What's up? And he started putting his hands up. I'm like, oh shit, we have to do this? All right, what's up, then, old man? Huh? What's up? What? What? You think I ain't got hands for you? Yeah, yeah. I know he messed up the translation. I don't give a fuck. Yo, let's go. Let's throw them. Yeah. Cause can you imagine the amount of bullshit that could have been avoided in the world if we all knew the same languages? Like if we all spoke and understood each other in a way, like so many wars could have been avoided. So many. And it's not even like we're different people really. We just speak different languages. We might have different traditions, but like the general values that we all have can be understood. And it's like difficult like trying to explain, certain things and like someone doesn't get it. But when you show it to them, they'll understand instantly. And it's like, okay, that's a way of communicating. But like if you can speak it and articulate the words for them to like completely understand everything, that's where it becomes fucking magical. And like I remember a few years back ago, I was wiring up these houses, and then there was like another electrician that was working alongside me doing like houses on the other side of the street. And I remember he brought his sons with him. They're probably about like maybe 12, 14 around there. So like it was kind of, nostalgic seeing that sort of. It kind of reminded me of my childhood a little bit. Definitely a lot less yelling. But yeah, this guy, he spoke, I believe, Arabic, Hindi, um, French, and a few other languages. I just know he spoke a shit ton of languages. And like I remember working in like these bricklayers, some of them didn't speak English at all. And like I remember their boss, like the foreman, he's just yelling at them. He's like he's trying to tell them to do something specific, and they're just like looking at him like they had no clue. And then this guy steps outside, just speaks just fluently. It's like yeah, blah 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 blah. And like the way they lit up, they're like oh, and I was like oh shit. It kind of amazed me because like I kind of wish I was able to do that for them, but like I only know English. And like because of him, they're able to finish the houses on time. Everything, went perfectly. Cause this fucking dude was complaining every single day. Oh, these fucking people don't understand me, man. Where did you get these fucking guys? And he's going off. I'm like, bro, not everybody speaks English, man. Doesn't mean they're stupid. These people are probably fucking smarter than you. You know what I mean? Like, and like the lack of respect that this guy had for them, it cheesed me. Cause I knew for a fact they're trying their hardest to understand him, but like, fuck, if you don't know a language, it's not easy, especially if a motherfucker's not really trying to explain it in a way that you can understand, like visually. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing something that requires your hands to do, try to explain it visually. If there's a language barrier. I'm fucking stuttering, but like. And that guy, he wasn't foreman for too long there. I think they replaced him like a couple months after I finished. And yeah, man, like it was such an amazing thing to see this guy, in front of his kids too. Just like be this fucking paragon of the community and bring everybody together and bridge that gap of language. And like hopefully one day I can do that, you know? I want to be able to do that one day. I just know like the amount of fucking studying I got to do is ridiculous, especially for Japanese. Jeez. Oh, it's going to take years. It's going to be years. Um as well as Mandarin. Fuck. My French is a language, but hey, I got a over 250-day streak going in Duolingo, so I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here learning languages and shit. I'm getting them points. But on like a serious note though, to those of you that speak multiple languages, fucking kudos. Cause like that shit is fucking hard. Especially if English is not your first language and you learn that shit. Fucking amazing. English is one of the hardest fucking languages to learn. And I'm glad I just fucking was born here and like it was the first language, available to me. Cause like I'm trying to understand how the fuck would you learn all the subtleties of English? They got rules they don't even follow. Fucking I like you know what I mean? Like and there's all sorts of type like fucking Urban Dictionary is a prime example of like, hey, you know English, but like, hey, there's like a whole other English here. There's all these other terms and shit that you have no idea about because you either just know them or you don't. And like, yeah, it's fucked. And I got a little advice for people learning a language. Stick to it, stay consistent. You're not gonna make a massive leap in a day or a week. It's a literal consistent thing. You have to literally stay on it every single day. Take breaks, obviously, but as long as you keep moving and you keep learning a little bit every day, you'll eventually pick up, a lot. And like although I can't speak French fluently, I can sort of read it, mostly. Halfway, sort of. Like 40%. 40% of French I can read. Let's just say that. It's a journey. I'm making progress. Um, so yeah, don't if you're struggling learning a new language, don't worry. You'll get there. You'll get there eventually. Just keep consistent and all that shit. And yeah, I guess that's all I got to say about that. So you guys take care. Bless yourselves up. And to the few of you that's not learning a new language, give it a try. Try learning something, even a phrase or two, or learning how to say hello in a different language, And then finding someone to say that to, and maybe it might, brighten them up. Because, I get the feeling a lot of people, want to talk to more people and want to express themselves, but, like, it's kind of hard to. And when you don't know the language of other people and, like, you feel, you want to show more of yourself, you kind of feel boxed in a little bit by the lack of understanding. So, yeah, learn a new language. Learn how to say hello in a different language, and try it out with different people. See who brightens up to that. Anyway, I'm about to hit the old dusty trail here. I'm not getting paid by the minute, although I should. Anyway, take care. Peace.